This program has been presented by Storm. Storm, the bowler company.
Welcome everyone to the Storm Women's Stepladder here in the Bowling Promotion Tour. This is our first stepladder match and features the number 5 seed Becca Manning versus the number 4 seed Emily Rogers. The winner faces Yvonne Rhodes. Becca, Emily, and Yvonne are all English players. The rest of our stepladder features the number 2 seed Finland's Peppi Kunsteri and leading qualifier Finland's Elisa Hiltunen. We are back with our 2024-2025 Bowling Promotion Tour season and another series of 24 exciting matches for you, including doubles, team, women's, men's, and masters singles competition featuring bowlers from 8 different countries. All our competitors have bowled 18 games of qualifying at various locations around France, and we are here at Bowling La Sphère in Fontaine, Comte, a beautiful city around 200 miles southwest of Paris, for our televised finals. As with our women's, men's, and mixed doubles pairings, the 18-game qualifying scores were used to determine seeding for this stepladder and all subsequent stepladders after this. We've already completed women's, men's, and mixed doubles competition with Kenny Bio and David Barak claiming the men's title, starting with the front 9 against Joe Crook and Arnois Ambiel to take that title. And it was Elisa Hiltunen and Peppi Kunsteri, the women's doubles team, defeating Becca Manning and Charlie Burton-Williams for the women's doubles title. In our mixed doubles final, it was a barn burner with Yvonne Rhodes and Phil Manning winning over Kenny Bio and Elisa Hiltunen. Kenny needed a mark in the 10th, leaves a bucket and chops it, and paves the way for Phil Manning to double to claim that title. What a match. If you haven't seen it, strongly urge you to go back and look at that on this same channel. You can see the competitors completing their practice. That is Becca with her last shot there. She's throwing an infinite physics, and it looks like Emily has switched up on her equipment. We'll talk about that in a minute. There's the Penguin available to our competitors and some other hardware available here for the Bowling Promotion Tour victors. My name is Bruce Hall. I'm your international commentator for these matches. And shout out to executive producer and organizer Bruno Bidone, and of course Marc Chavet, the voice of the Tour de France, who provide the French commentary for these matches. And we urge you to stay tuned for Marc Chavet's interview after this match. And you can come back to this same channel for all of the Bowling Promotion Tour matches. So we're finishing up our qualifying. We talked about the 18 games bowled by these competitors. It was Emily Rogers out-averaging her normal league average by over 30 pins a game to edge out Becca Manning to claim the number 4 seed. And of course it is Rhodes, Kunsteri, and Hiltunen waiting in the rest of this women's stepladder. And we'd like to thank Storm for their sponsorship of this stepladder. So here is Emily wrapping up her practice here. And you can see that ball straight up the second arrow, and that is a more aggressive piece of equipment she's been using here. Here is our referee. And we'll talk a little bit about our oil pattern. It is the Brunswick Gateway Arch oil pattern, 42 feet, 9.3 to 1, and 26 mils of oil, yielding a fairly good pocket ratio in terms of the number of times bowlers are able to hit the pocket. And obviously with the higher rev players, carry has been better. But here we go. This is Emily on the left lane. And again, the left lane has yielded more victories, although not all the victories. There's a good shot by Emily, and how about a perfect strike to kick us off on the left lane. Again, we'd like to thank Storm for sponsoring this women's series and Cubica AMF for their continued sponsorship of the Masters Series. And you can see that beautiful balance, fluid arm swing, and perfect result. Here is Becca Manning, right lane. And then Infinite Physics, Becca 34 years old. You can see that figure 8 arm swing, but she's deadly accurate at the bottom and straight up. Gets everything in line as she comes through her downswing. There's a beautiful stroke right up the track and leaves that ring 10. We saw a lot of 10 pins on this pattern, 42 feet. And you can see sometimes the ball just doesn't quite make that turn up the corner and just gives a little bit late, 6 around the 10. And there is a 10 pin for Becca. Cross lane with the plastic ball should not be a problem. Bowling Promotion Tour, of course, tours France at the end of September and early October each year. And if you want to be part of that, you can go to the Bowling Promotion Tour website. Always looking for great talent, and what a wonderful experience it is. And good cover there by Becca. So we are technically tied through 1. Let's see how Becca makes out on this left lane. Actually interesting to see the players switching lanes, because in the Baker doubles, all the players would stay in the same lane. So this is actually the first time we've seen someone bowl on 2 different lanes. And we're into our 9th match, 9th out of 24 matches here. And there's that nice stroke, gets through it. Good follow through, and just doesn't quite make the corner. We are on a fresh oil pattern. You saw the oiling machine going down earlier. And this is a fresh oiling of the pattern. And I think she got that left a board or 2. Let's see where this crosses. Yeah, that's in around 12, but it's going away from the pocket a little bit. So it's in that oil, doesn't quite make the corner, and comes up for the 2, 4, 5 combination. And let's see if she can go spare, spare right out of the gate. And she does. Stays clean. Again, excellent spare shooting by these players. Very few unforced errors have we seen. And there is a pretty much textbook conversion of the 2, 4, 5. Here's Emily. We saw her stuff one in the pocket in practice on this right lane. Let's see what she can do here. And looks up to bed, looks a little bit right, and almost goes Brooklyn, goes over for the 4, 7. And again, look at the knee bend. Look at that balance at the line. That is pretty much textbook there, but she might have got a little bit ahead of it. Sometimes if your feet get a little fast, you get there first, and you tend to pull your arm through to try to catch up on your timing, and that often will result in a pulled shot. And in Emily's case, that means to the right. She goes right to left. No trouble in the conversion. And that will give Rogers the 3-pin lead. You can see just no revs at all on that plastic ball. Goes over, covers the 4, 7. No drama. That's what we like. So she was perfect on this left lane. Let's see if we can get a look at that ball. Definitely a reactive ball, more aggressive than the purple hammer she had been throwing. And a nice fluid arm swing. Boy, that's great. And another perfect strike on the left lane. And that will maintain at least her 3-pin lead. Look at how high that arm swing is and how she's gets down and still very, very balanced at the line. And good shot. Another one that's a carbon copy of her first shot on that left lane. All right, let's see what Becca's going to do to get the ball a little bit higher in the pocket. Does she make a move right with her feet maybe? Slow it down a little bit? There's different options. I think she slowed it down a little bit. Straight up the oil. And gets the rack to go. That was a kind of a slow motion, split the rack, but I think it was the right move. Gets it to carry. And an important strike there in the left lane. You can see she did throw it slower and rips the rack there. So 3-pin match, both bowlers with strikes up in the 3rd, and here we go for Becca's shot in the 4th. And what do you think? Oh, yes, sir. Great shot there. Once again, I think slowed it down, got it to turn through the oil, and comes up and gets the carry. Got through it. Yep, good shot. Turn it up, turn it up. Hit him thin, watch him spin. And there she goes, and that's a double. That's going to give her the 7-pin lead over Emily Rogers. Phil Manning kind of saying, oh, that was a good shot. And that's definitely wide of target there for Emily. Emily, she's been left on that lane, and she's been right on that lane, so still trying to dial it in on that right lane. Emily just 17 years old, so quite the bright lights for the youngster here. Performing quite well. It'll be the 1-3-6 combo, and we'll give her and turn it up, make it. There's the strike shot she's been looking for. And that will keep her in a 7-pin deficit, but with Becca on a double and looking to be dialed in at this point. So I would advise Emily to strike here and try to put some strikes together. And she's perfect on this left lane. Let's see what happens here. And she's still perfect. Another textbook strike on that left lane. 3 strikes there and 2 errant shots on the right lane. If she could put together this right lane, she could put quite a string together here. And boom, no problem there. So can Manning extend this double? She's got a 7-pin lead, and she'd get herself a 17-pin lead with another hit here. And again, nice and slow. Nice, being very nice to it, and gets the carry. Great shot there by Becca. Boy, she made the right move. Sometimes it's a move with your feet. Sometimes it's a move with your speed. And I think she's done the right thing here by slowing things down, let the ball get into a turn. Look at that. It's perfect in the pocket. The 10-pin is gone. 6-pin does its job. And a very nice mid-game adjustment there by Manning. Gives her the 17-pin lead right now as we move into the second half of this game. And we have our referee coming out. What's going on here? Is he... Oh, she may not like the rack. Could be that 3-pin looks off to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe looking for a re-rack here. So yeah, it looks like they're debating whether or not she's going to be granted a re-rack. Most rules allow you for 2 free re-racks, but it looks like we're consulting the referee here. And it looks like she might have got what she wanted, so here we go. And there's a re-rack granted there, and there's Phil Manning and Joe Crook behind him there. Joe Crook and Barack, of course, winner of the men's doubles Baker competition. Manning for 4 in a row. Keep that slow speed. Nice easy stroke. And good looking shot. Turn up a little bit. Oh, another bucket. Got a little bit frisky with it. And again, that left lane looks to be a hair tighter after the re-oil. And so this is going to kind of skid through it. I think she did push it a little bit. You can see it doesn't quite make the corner and leaves the entire dinner bucket. That would be the 2, 5, 6, 8. 2, 4, 5, 8, sorry. So she'll go right and go cross lane here. And over into the bucket. Perfect conversion there. We'll give her down to the 13-pin lead now. And fortunate for Emily that she did not throw the 4-bagger there. Emily now with a chance to make this a 3-pin match if she can figure out this right lane. She's been high and she's been light. What are we going to do here? And a pretty good shot into the pocket. Oh, weak 7. Good shot, though. Gets it into the pocket. But unfortunately is not going to be able to eat into that 13-pin lead. This is her best shot on this lane by far. Turns it up, turns it up. There's a chance. But 4-pin lays in the channel and leaves the weak 7. So cross lane now. And again, go to that plastic ball, whether you're right-handed or left-handed. Very important to have a non-hooking ball to go cross lane against those corner pins. And textbook conversion of the 7-pin there. Again, we'd like to thank Storm for sponsoring the Women's Series and Cubica AMF for their sponsorship of the Masters Series. We'd like to thank our institutional partner, National Sport Agency, as well as the regions of Normandy, Brittany, New Aquitaine, the departments of Calvados, La Manche, Dille and Valence, Pays de Loire, and La Vienne, and the cities of Rennes, Chateaubriand, and of course here in Fontaine-le-Comte. A lot of support from different agencies within France, different organizations sponsoring this bowling promotion tour, and Bruno Bidone doing a wonderful job of promotion. And that's definitely right. After 3 good shots on that lane, the string ends over there, and she goes through the beak for the 4-7. And that's going to increase Manning's lead to 15 as we move into the 7th frame here. Once again, stick around for Marc Chavet's interview after our match. And check back on this channel for more Bowling Promotion Tour matches. Cross lane for the 4-7. Don't chop it. Good cover there. Both bowlers clean. And Emily hanging in there. Becca has not established a dominant lead. She's got the triple but lost some counts, so that's going to give her a 15-pin lead at this point as we move into her 7th frame. And you can see that figure-8 arm swing, gets it out to the dry, turns it up, rips the rack. There we go. Becca Manning, I'll tell you, she is deadly accurate. Just a little bit light on a couple of shots in the left lane, but otherwise pretty much perfect in this match. And so nicely, so what we call nice to it at the bottom. She's not trying to force it. Nice and easy release. Let the ball do the work. And indeed, there we are, 15-pin lead for Becca Manning and on a strike. Let's see if she can increase it here. Becca, an orthodontic dental nurse. And nice stroke there. Is that in the oil a little bit? Oh, she pulled it up the oil and it stayed, hung on, and went dead flush. And in some ways, you might argue on that left lane that was the right move because she was coming up light, leaving 2 4-5s. And Phil's like, here we go. There's a shot. Phil Manning. And turn it up, turn it up. Perfect shot there by Becca. And Emily now down 25. But she strikes. Great shot. And there's her first strike on that right lane. Let's see what she can do here. Can she double up? The left lane's been her better lane. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. 10 back. And had a good time. Becca still has 228 available. Excuse me, Emily, 228 available. And turn it up, turn it up. Come on. Oh, what a perfect time for a strike there by Rogers. She doubles, cuts into the lead, and gets it back down to a 15-pin lead. And now she indeed does have 228 available after that perfect pocket strike. 4 out of 5 pocket strikes on the left lane. She's done there. All she's got left is the 10th frame on the right lane. And here is Becca Manning looking to wrap this up, actually, if she can strike here. get it back to 25. She goes out and away, comes up. Perfect shot there by Manning. And now Manning in the 230s only needs a mark to lock this up. Look at this perfect, last two perfect flush strikes. And she's getting dialed in, getting better and better as this game goes on. So 9 spare would give Becca Manning 232. And that's enough because 228 is all Emily Rogers can shoot. And let's see how she does here. Right lane, she's been light, and then she had one come up hard, comes into the pocket and rips the rack, but won't go on the 7-pin. Just needs to convert this to lock things up. A little bit late. Come on, go. 7-pin won't cooperate. And now, cross lane spare. And any count will wrap this up for Becca Manning. Oh, that's going to be right. Oh, she does go by it. And opening the door for Emily Rogers. Oh, she missed this by actually quite a bit. She got it in the oil. Didn't even think about hooking. So that's going to give Rogers now the chance. She needs 2 strikes and any count. Here's the first one. Rolls it up. Wastes no time. Oh, ring 7. Oh, too bad. And Becca Manning is going to survive this match. Wow. Becca could have locked it up with that 7-pin conversion and unfortunately does not. And Emily Rogers did her job. She put the ball in the pocket. It was a beautiful shot. Wasted no time. Got up there and unfortunately was not rewarded. So she leaves the 7-pin. It will be Becca Manning moving on to face fellow countryman Yvonne Rhodes in our next stepladder match. And we invite you to tune back for that match here on the same channel. And then a routine 7-pin conversion there. Very well bowled match by Emily Rogers. And for 17, this young lady has acquitted herself very well on these Bowling Promotion Tour step ladders. And there's the conversion there of the 7-pin, no problem. Once again, my name's Bruce Hall. It's my pleasure to bring you these international commentary voiceovers for these matches. And I think Emily just getting ready to wrap up here. We'll have some statistics and then an interview by Marc Chavet. There is our referee overseeing things. And I guess Emily's waiting for something here. Just needs to fill out the game for score. I guess we're waiting on something here. She can just kind of make her shot and go from there. Once again, both bowlers clean except for Becca in the 10th. Goes by that 7-pin and opens the door for Emily Rogers. A very unusual unforced error there by Manning, but she survived it. And indeed, it will be Manning moving on to face Yvonne Rhodes. Yvonne Rhodes also 17, so Becca Manning trying to pick off the youngsters here as we move through the stepladder. And good shot there. That's the strike she needed, so that will be 207 for Emily in a very well bowled game, and unfortunately not rewarded at the time when she needed it. Leaves that 7-pin and cannot advance. A disappointing shot there, and there's the strike that she was looking for in the first shot there. So once again, great bowl, a well bowled match, and glad to bring these matches to you. Here's some statistics. Once again, 220 to 207 with Rogers with a chance to double in the 10th and knock that match off. Couldn't do it. Here's our stats. I think we just see the one open by Manning, and each bowler with 6 strikes, and Rogers just a couple of more spares. So anyway, thanks very much, everybody, and stay tuned for Marc Chavet's interview.
Well, that was a high-intensity battle going all the way down to the wire. Emily, just a quick reaction here. What was this all about? I mean, frame number 10, the decisive one, it doesn't get any closer than that.
No, it was super close. And as soon as I let the ball go, I was like, it's either it's gone or it's 7-pin. And then I left the 7-pin, but there was not much else I could do. I spared everything I could,
So you gave it everything you could, indeed, just insufficient today. There will be more opportunities. Emily, thank you so much for the insight. And let's bring Becca on board here as well. Becca, for a quick reaction. So proud. This is the camaraderie, indeed, that we're talking about always throughout the bowling promotion tour. Becca, you said it once before. Obviously, you're super proud of what Emily achieved out here today. You did get the win as well, but it was extremely tight. She certainly made you work for it.
Definitely, and she didn't stop. But I was like, when is she going to miss? And she just did it. She just kept on sparing and striking. No, it was a really, really hard game because I'm super proud of her. She's done so well. But yeah, she made me work for that. So yeah, thanks.
This program has been presented by Storm, the Bowler Company.